I was able to start thinking about the energy and what happens to the energy, which is just shooting off in the distance. And I began to think about energy in circles as being in one place. It's not shooting off in the distance. Okay, this one is inside a black hole. You awaken again, sip your morning cup, watch dawn break over the eastern horizon, and are reminded that you are a beautiful but small part of a yearly journey around the sun. Then, as you slice a peach to top your yogurt, the hard pit primes your head with significance of the black hole at the center of our gravity, of our galaxy, and how the sun's whole life revolves around this truly big macher. You, the survivor of eons, the favorite of Miss Sweet, your first grade teacher, the progeny of princes, the master of monopoly, the chieftain of cellular technology, the one who always recycles and votes, the edifice of organ systems, the top of the food chain, will one day be consumed by worms, minced into molecules, and to make matters worse, eventually eaten by this huge black hole in the middle of the Milky Way. So as you put your spoon in the dishwasher, you can't help but wonder, what exactly is inside a black hole? Of course, one does not name something a black hole for no reason, but I might remind you of maps not too many years ago, where a third of an entire continent was shaded gray and labeled Darkest Africa. So we don our pith helmets and start the expedition from solid ground, knowing the black holes are very old, older than cities, people, and of all life. They are not older than the dawn of organization, and result from already organized energy that somehow made more gravity than other nearby energy. A competition not unlike a spelling bee with several local winners where unfortunately you missed on a word you really knew. Now we step into the outer edges of the black hole, wondering if it is a big pot of mushy applesauce simmering on the stove, or more like a 7-bean soup where the broth has a delicious flavor and we still spot soft beans. Indeed, it is hot here with bolts of energy racing toward the center of the hole. We are pelted by all sorts of beans, particles of matter. And everything is pretty disorganized, like outside a movie theater where too many people arrive before someone tells you where to form a line. With legions of energy and particles streaking toward the center of the hole, you maybe expect them to break through our universe into the neighbor universe's yard, like hurricane winds that blow through a house out the shattered back door and windows. But the black hole does not lose new arrivals. It grabs them all, gaining gravity, growing, glowing with a light the outside world cannot see. You might then expect the black hole to shatter, explode like a small rendition of the Big Bang, but it does not. Speeding stars, their planets, gases, waves, and particles are all caught in the outer shell like a huge padded baseball mitt. We witness eerie glows from escaping X and gamma rays until these too are pulled back to join the particle raisins trapped in the rising dough. And when we travel through the gooey surface, we witness the supreme miracle of organization. Former shooting energies emerge behind the spongy crust as tiny circlets, neither hot nor rapidly moving, but now uniform and docile, ready to be sorted and compactly stored like books in the Library of Congress. And every book tells the same story of naked gravity. So we return enlightened, and tomorrow you might take your morning cup into the living room where the windows face west, reflect on the passage of time, and then turn east to welcome back the sun. Thank you.